Whenever somebody asks me if there's something funny that happened to me in my life, the first thing that comes to mind is Iraq 2006. When we first deployed to Iraq in 2006, we landed in Kuwait in June, and my best friend Paz, he was deploying with me. We waited in Kuwait for a few days before we were able to get into one of our flights, the C-130, flying into Al Taqatum, and we were going to be stationed in Ramadi. So we knew we were flying into Al Taqatum. Finally, we got on the C-130, and it was at night. It was like 10 o'clock night when we got on it, and I knew it was going to be about around midnight by the time we landed into Al Taqatum. So we were ready. We had our MBGs, we had our gear on and everything on. We got into the plane, and my best friend was carrying a 240 submachine gun. It weighs about, I don't know, 25, 30 pounds. Full combo load, 2 barrels, his M4. So he had a lot more gear than me. I was carrying my M4 in my rucksack. We get into the plane, and like about 4 or 5 minutes before the plane landed, the pilot gets on the intercom and he says, "We're about to land into Al Taqatum, so the lights are gonna go off. We don't want to get shot at." And I was like, okay. So they shut off the lights. We flip our MBGs down and turn them on so we were able to see. He said as soon as we hit the tarmac, the rear door is going to open up. So go ahead and exit the plane as soon as possible. As soon as you guys exit the plane, we're gonna take off. I was like, all right, this is gonna be pretty quick, you know. The ramp is going to drop, we're going to get out, and the plane is going to take off. That was the plan. The plane lands, the rear ramp comes open, and everything is pitch black. I got my MBGs on. I can't see anything out of my sides. I can see out of my front. And if you ever had MBGs on, you know that there is no depth perception. So as you step, sometimes you feel like you don't know where you're stepping at because there is no depth perception. And we get off the plane, everybody gets on a single file line, and we're trying to get to this building. It's about 300 meters away. Passes behind me with all his gear on, the machine gun and everything. And the terrain was very uneven, very uneven. We exit the plane, we exit the tarmac. We're about 100 meters away from the plane. The plane is already leaving. And there's potholes everywhere, uneven surfaces. It's the desert. I mean, what else can you expect? And the night was very quiet. It was just us walking in line trying to get to that building. And passes behind me, and I hear all this noise like somebody's dragging something. train is derailing or something. And I look back and I see my best friend Paz and his hands and knees on the ground. His MBGs are not on his head, and he's saying, Rivera, help me out. I dropped a machine gun. And he's on his hands and knees, and of course it's pitch black, he can't see anything, and he's trying to look for the 240. So we locate the 240. By this time I'm just dying laughing because Paz Trip lost everything. He has no MBGs on, no helmet on. He looks completely messed up. So we get everything. He put it back on and everything. We walk out of there. We get to the building. We stayed there that night. The next morning, I already forgot what happened the night before. So the next morning, we're sitting around, and I look down, and I see Paz's knee. So the pants are, the place where the knee is, the pants are gone, you know, and he's got scuff mark, and it looks like he was bleeding the night before. And I asked him, "Hey, what happened in your knee, man?" And he said, "Well, happened last night when I fell." And I started laughing about it. Like, I couldn't believe you fell and you lost the machine gun. So from that point on, I was like, hey man, you're gonna get a Purple Heart for that. I mean, first injury you sustained in combat. Now you got a story to tell people when you get back home. So the point is, even though we were in combat, we still had something to laugh about, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope everybody found it funny. I think it's funny. So have a great time. Bye.